Buddy, it's been a while. This is episode 23. We've had so much going on with graduations, birthdays, bar mitzvahs,
Oh yeah, all that shit.
all that. I think we had a quesadilla thing in it. I don't know. Did we celebrate Christmas in there?
Somewhere.
Somewhere. It's been a while. But hey, we're glad to be back. Thank you all who have been sending us emails and messages about what they want us to talk about. Today we have a little special thing. We're going to talk about elderly people and geriatric care. And
Yeah.
that's us. We're
Yes.
geriatric, and oi, do we need care. So this is episode 23. Who would have thought we'd make it this long?
I know. We're
Who would have
doing
thought
pretty
we would still be friends this long? Because, hey, today it came up on memories. We kind of met 8 years ago today.
Yep.
Hung out for about a year at the shop. Then poof, they disappeared because they hated me for a while. A lot of people do. Breck, you can answer that. You hated me, and then we became best friends. And
Who hated you?
everybody.
I didn't hate you.
Well, we just didn't talk.
Right.
And if we didn't talk, that means everybody hates me.
No.
In my head.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm weird. We're going to talk about
You're
this
weird.
one situation that was brought to his attention, and he's going to do a lot of the show today, and I'm just going to sit here and make a lot of weird faces, grunts, groans, and as many other things that I could do while he's telling the story. So,
I met this gentleman when I used to deliver Meals on Wheels, back about 4 or 5 years ago. His family kind of abuses him, taking his money. His son's a real, what should I say, piece of work.
there's a lot of this going on out there, and I'm sure
his
each and
wife,
every one
too.
of you know somebody.
Yep, and that's not cool. We deliver him meals. His son would eat his meals. Threatened to put a couple cans in a bag when he's sleeping. Said,
Beat him.
Beat him, yeah. And
Like an old sock party.
yeah, like that.
Oh,
they
man.
want to wait for him to kick the bucket so they can get his house and money. And he's getting tired of it. His son doesn't work.
Well, can't he kick him out?
Man, he tried kicking him out, but they threatened him to put him in a home, and all that kind of stuff like that. If he
course,
kicks them
yeah.
out, then they get part of the house, and stuff like that. That's just sad, man. I've seen it all.
They don't have any other relatives that can have a sock party on their faces.
I don't know.
I think
know.
there should be a crew of people, ex-military,
Right.
that go around and beat people up and teach them common sense to the people who are abusing these elderly. Not, what would we call it? It wouldn't be ICE, it would be Ben Gay.
Yeah. Ben Gay. What do you think, Steven?
I think that would work.
Ben Gay crew that
Ben Gay
comes
crew.
in and straightens things up.
Right.
Seriously, this is like, I'm getting old. Luckily, I think I got somebody who isn't going to abuse me. I don't know, but we'll see when I get to that point. But they have fun with me now with my little dementia thing. They're like, Dad, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, he can't remember one day or another. We used to have this party. He said, "What day's the party?"
Yeah.
I said, "Friday." He said, "When? Next Friday?" I said, "No."
No,
he said, "I just got done watching Friday." He said on TV. I said,
Yeah.
"No, not that Friday. That was Craig
That's where my head is. And yeah,
and Day Day.
who?
Day Day. You don't know who Day Day is?
I guess I don't. I will remember later,
Yeah.
and then I'll tell you.
Right.
So back to this situation with a lot of elderly people, and like you drove around for the
Senior Center.
and
For
the stories
13
you
years.
can see. Tell
13
him
years.
tell them what you saw and what your opinion on how it's ridiculous and the system takes advantage.
When I was delivering meals, you got elderly people like your mom, your grandfather, and them. Well, what's really sad is I was the only person they would see. Nobody to talk to. They'd be there days, weeks at a time, and nobody to talk to. I go in there. I'm the only person there, so I go in there. I help them out. This, that, and you start getting attached to them, and they start telling you everything. I've walked in the house. I've seen I've seen this old guy laying in his feces and everything. And I said, well, don't you, where's your aid? I don't have one. I said, well, that's sad. Well, this one old boy, I went to his house to deliver meals. I beat on the door. He didn't want an answer. So, I can walk in after that. Well, I walked in, and his whole face was burned up. He was smoking with oxygen, and about burned himself up. He says, Jim, he said, man, please don't call nobody, man. He said, man, they're gonna put, I'll be in trouble. I said, man, I have to report this, because if I leave here and leave you like that, that's my ass. So I had to call.
Yeah, you're a part of the state when you're doing that job.
Yep.
You have to report abuse.
All that stuff. And I've
that.
seen some nasty houses, and people don't care.
But you hear all this fraud going on and all this other bullshit. The hell with the fraud. Why don't we get somebody who's got the power, got the smarts, got the money?
Right, to go in and take care of these guys.
They don't even have to have the money. They can form a nonprofit group. We can't do it because
No.
nobody knows us, and
No.
we don't know anybody who could stand behind us. But a nonprofit group that goes into different areas, and you can get it in every area and have it like a county thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be through the state.
No.
And you could just go have the people with the right rights to be able to go check on these people.
Right.
They're not doing anything. There's people who would volunteer. Uh-oh.
This is the call.
This is the call. Here we go. Tell us how you hear it. Go away.
Hello, Danny. How you doing? You there?
Turn your volume up.
You there, Danny?
Yeah, I'm here, sir.
All right. This is Jim. And
Hey, Danny, how you doing? This is Toby. We're talking about your situation here and trying to figure out why, and I'm not even looking at our government, but why other people in this whole world and community can't get together and be there for people in your situation.
I don't know. I was informed just last night that my properties ain't no good. My monkeys ain't no good. I'm not a man of my word. But all I know is, what just happened recently around here, it was my fault and I took the blame.
right. So,
That ain't been good enough.
well, tell us a little bit about what's going on with you.
No names.
No names, but what's going on with you where you're at.
Well, when I have an aid here, they more or less got to meet my wife's approval. If she don't like them or they don't do the way she does, she wants them out of here.
Right. I know. Remember, I used to deliver your meals. I know how she was.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the lawman come in here and told me firstly I get to keep the aid that I want.
Yeah, amen. Amen.
I am the client.
Yes,
Right.
yes. And
Nobody else has to say so except for me.
you were blessed to have somebody there to tell you that, and there's so many people out there in your same situation who don't have the authority or the ability to find somebody to help them.
Yeah.
And that's why we're asking you to bring this awareness to other people, because it's ridiculous.
Right. Like your son and your wife. I heard through an 80 years that they try to drain your bank account. He don't want to work and stuff. Am I right?
Yeah. Right now I got $4,700. I go to the bank, do the overdraft. Do the.
Well, can't you
I
get
get down to my bank account gets down to minimum.
can't you get a conservative instead of your wife to your funds and your all your legal stuff? A conservative that can look out for you, or an activist?
Yeah, but one thing about that, if he got that, they're going to try to run whoever else they got. His wife runs
Yeah,
all of
they'll
them.
run them off too.
Yeah, but there are people out there that know that in your situation and aren't going to put up with it and going to tell them that there is laws that protect you. I don't know what they are, but that there is elderly abuse, there is
I
bank
we just
fraud.
we just called them and they won't even come out.
That's bad. That's bad. I was talking to you. I was talking to one of your aide, your recent aide, and she was telling me that your son was saying that man, when that old man goes to sleep, I'd like to put a can in a pillow and beat him with it. You know, I said that's just flat out wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
that's just wrong. That's just wrong, man. You know,
Yeah, we're trying to figure out,
somehow to help you out here. That's
and
why we don't
hopefully,
like this.
if this story could come out and somebody hears it, they could maybe reach out to us and we can reach out to you. And that's why we're doing this show. I mean, yeah, it's funny as hell and we joke around, but when it's serious stuff, it's all we're doing is Jim and I enjoy each other's company and we don't understand what happened to the world. We don't understand how people like you, people like others we know could be in these situations. And there's other people out there that care but can't get through to it. It's just ridiculous. And I think,
What
I
I
think,
can't figure out is the age that I had, her and my wife started out friends. My age took my wife's son to Walmart, then she took him down to Smokies and Choctaw, and then my wife asked her about if she would take her to go get some strawberries over last week, or Tony. And she said, yeah, I'll take you over there. You know, they was that close. Then boom, they're enemies all of a sudden. Well, I could not figure that out.
because possibly your wife, from what you're saying and he's saying, is probably has to be in control of everything. And she saw possibly you getting closer to this person and trusted this person, and they want to complete control over you. They're narcissistic.
Why don't you make him leave? I mean, evict him. You know, your son's squatting. So, you know, he says he's homeless, but he's squatting. All you'd have to do is just get eviction notice, and he'd be out.
Yeah.
That's all you'd have to do. You know.
Well, then I really can't tell. I really can't tell from the other point of view.
Do what?
But I really can't take from the other party. I think once I really, really beat off on Friday, I have another agent take me to the bank and I swap my Social Security check over to another bank account so they'll all put me overdrafted.
Good idea.
That's
It's
good.
just in your name.
You know, when I was delivering meals, you know, our requirement was that that the drivers sign up for housing, okay, for the client. Like if I was still delivering Meals on Wheels, then I could get you in like Patton Square or Leffler or something like that, because I've got a few people in, because they have a waiting list and they never know who's on the waiting list. This one guy I used to go to, I said, hey man, I need to get this old gentleman in there. He was out in Half Moon Mountain, 100-degree day, living in a trailer with no fans, no air conditioning. So I got him some fans delivered and this and that. Well, a month later, I had him in Patton Square Apartments, and they go by his income.
I mean, it's better than what you're going through. Do you own your house?
Yeah, yeah.
And in today's market, you could sell it. So what if you have
Yeah,
to?
like that's what she's paid of. If we got a contested divorce, we would be forced to sell it, split it, you know.
That's okay.
And she would own it, but she wants to own this property.
But guess what? You need to have all that BS and all that worry on your head. It's better to possibly give her half of what you have, be in a good place to live, and have good people around you and a little money in your pocket to live.
Right, get you out of that environment.
And they won't be sucking you dry.
Yeah.
That's a better situation. if these people,
They treat him like crap.
Yeah.
They treat him like crap. I know when I was delivering meals to him, they treat him like crap.
and then they'd be screwed. Yeah, they get some money, but the way they act, they'd spend it all in 5 minutes.
Right.
Then they'd be out of your hair.
I just thinking like 2 weeks before the end of the month, my bank account was down $11. So it stayed that way, and then boom, I got a gas royalty check for $200. Boom, it was down to 60 all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And then I got my Social Security check in a few days early,
Yeah.
and they went and took $900 out of my bank account.
That's illegal, boss.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, listen,
that's way below what my bills are.
that's illegal, and you have people.
I had to go to I go to Sarah Bank and take the wrong money out of my line of credit.
Well, what you're doing next this week by putting it in your name, they can't get a hold of it.
Yep.
And then- And then you need to start thinking about letting the place go, living for you, which you haven't done. Right now, you're being a prisoner of some narcissistic assholes. Excuse my language.
When you text my site, you said something about your wife had a boyfriend too.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
he don't come over there, does
She
he?
might lose if you got a
All the
good.
time, I'll see him laying in the bed back there for
If you got an attorney that can prove that, she's going to lose much more. I'll tell you what, you get that bank account, you'll call back in after you get that, and we'll work on the next plan with you
Yes.
of getting you back your life. We'll do some research on what we can do for you, and we'll know when you get that, and we'll be ready for the next step with you, Danny.
Because I'll try to pull some rabbits out of my hat. I still
so
know
will
people
I.
at the senior center and a couple in head of White River. I might be able to do something for you.
We got you covered, buddy, and we're gonna get this story out there also on the internet, possibly. And
We just got somebody viewing right now, don't we?
I don't know.
Do we?
I don't know, but it'll be on my page, his page, the other page on YouTube, and we're gonna get something going for you. You get that bank account over, and we will see what we could do to get you into a better life that you
Right.
deserve.
Yeah.
Is he a veteran?
Are you a veteran?
I know. And it's like,
Do what?
I went in and there's basically like something I could get over. And they gave me my gift card before banks were over with.
Oh,
The day my police, a guy went out of jail.
You're breaking up a little bit. We can't understand you.
I said I got a medical gift card before I even got out of basic.
but do you have any of the rights from it?
He said before basic.
Oh, before basic. Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do because they still look out for their old people too.
Right.
And we got this covered. Danny, we got to get going. Bless you. You're in our prayers. You're in a lot of people's prayers out there. As soon as you get that bank ready, you let him know. And we got one more step going for you.
Right.
buddy.
Well, we're going to try to take care of you on this.
Okay.
Okay, man, I appreciate it.
God bless you. And
Okay. Y'all have a good night.
you
You
too,
too.
buddy. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye bye.
Okay, man.
That's what we're talking about, people. People are taking advantage of the elderly, taking their money, doing all this stuff. This is just one piece.
He's
of a huge puzzle.
he's bedridden. Not really bedridden, but he's got an oxygen tank, and his cord will only reach in his room into the bathroom. Well, the bathroom that he uses has a hole in the floor, and they got a piece of plywood over the damn hole. You know, and when I've been in there because I delivered meals, and
We got to get this guy.
I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it.
All right, everybody. Thank you. This is the first time really going live, and this means a lot to us about this situation. We're going to follow up on it down the road. We're going to have some answers for him. Maybe we'll set up even a GoFundMe for the man once he gets his own account. God bless y'all. Wasn't as funny. but it's a serious situation. Look out for the.
We forgot one thing, our producer.
Steve, real
Yeah,
quick.
come on, you gotta get in this.
You know, and this is
Hello,
important
everybody.
because this is the guy that's going to be taking care of me when I'm in that situation.
And I'm not gonna let him get abused.
That's good.
He's going to do the abusing.
Yes.
Him and Jade. All right. See you later. Sorry it was a downer, but it was a good story. God bless. Thank you. How do I shut this off?
Peace.